Hello and welcome to True Pathfinder, your portal to health and truth. And in this video we're going to do exactly what the title says, namely look at some natural solutions for diarrhea that work really well. We're also going to discuss possible causes for diarrhea, and of course we are not talking here about occasional diarrhea because you've eaten something wrong. But persistent diarrhea. So, without further ado, let's dive right into it and see how you can resolve this problem. Diarrhea is of course the condition where you have frequent and loose stools or even watery stools, often accompanied or usually accompanied by abdominal pain and some other digestive symptoms. And the major causative factors for diarrhea are excessive dampness and the dysfunctions of the spleen and stomach. It can occur year-round, mainly in the summer and fall seasons. The affected organs are the spleen and stomach, as well as the small and large intestines. And those are the pathogenic factors for diarrhea. First, we have the so-called exogenous factors, such as coldness, dampness, and summer heat. They are often combined to obstruct the functions of the spleen and stomach, and as a result, the obstructed spleen and stomach lose their tasks of transformation and transportation and their ability to separate the pure from the impurities in food and drinks. And the undigested food goes therefore directly to the large intestine, causing thereby diarrhea. Excessive consumption of food, cold drinks or alcohol can damage the spleen and stomach, causing thereby diarrhea. And prolonged unhealthy emotions such as worries, grieving, angriness can also enhance liver toxicity. And this excessive liver fire easily overacts, attacking thereby the spleen and the stomach, since the liver typically controls the function of the spleen according to the theory of the 5 elements in DCM. The deficiency of the spleen and stomach due to other chronic diseases or other factors can also be one of the causes, as well as kidney yang deficiency due to old age or chronic diseases. Thus, diarrhea is usually caused by the spleen or influences of other organs such as the stomach, kidney, liver, and the spleen itself. As you can see already, there are many possible causes for chronic diarrhea, and therefore, if you have persistent diarrhea, you should consult your trusted health practitioner to get a proper diagnosis of the real cause in order to develop a proper and customized treatment plan that works for you. And of course, as always, you can contact us at christine.doctor, link in the description box below, and we will do this for you remotely. Consider also please supporting us directly by becoming a patron from as little as $5 per month if you enjoy our content. Also, do not forget to like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and comment to help this channel grow and spread the truth. And I also highly recommend that you check out some of the most powerful holistic health tools available on the market today at vibrantbody.net. Link in the description box below, as always. Alright then, what are some natural solutions for the different causes of persistent diarrhea? Let's start with the exogenous factors. The symptoms here are watery diarrhea with abdominal pain and borborygmus, poor appetite, a feeling of fullness in your abdominal area, vomiting, often accompanied also by fever, an aversion to cold or wind, nasal congestion, headaches, soreness, and pain of your limbs or back, as well as white, thin, greasy tongue coating and free floating and slow pulse. As a treatment, we need to dispel the wind cold or the damp cold and eliminate the turbid factors using fragrant and pungent herbs. And some of the natural remedies that are recommended here are the Agastaki formula. And it's a very effective formula for treating diarrhea or vomiting due to this exogenous damp cold or wind cold, especially in the summertime. It is also applied to a summer cold, to heat strokes, headaches, coughing, anorexia, as well as vomiting, chills, and fevers. Secondly, we have the Magnolia and Holland formula. This treats diarrhea with more internal dampness type. Symptoms show watery stools, abdominal aches, anorexia, fullness at the chest or abdominal areas, and heavy fatigue of all limbs, as well as a greasy tongue coating. Next, we have the summer damp heat as a cause. Symptoms here are that diarrhea comes with yellowish fetid stools accompanied by abdominal pain, also a hot or burning sensation in the anus, restlessness, thirst, scanty brownish urine, and yellow as well as greasy tongue coating, plus a rolling and rapid pulse. As a treatment here, we want to clear the heart and eliminate the damp factors. And the remedies we can use here are the Diarrhea, Coptis, and Skewed combination, which is a very effective formula for diarrhea due to the damp or the summer heat. It's also great for bacterial dysentery, amoebic dysentery, and acute colitis. And cardamom, a combination of cardamom that is also a very famous formula for gastrointestinal disorders caused by the common cold or flu of the 4 seasons or from the summer heat. Food stagnation in your stomach and intestine is another common cause. Symptoms here are abdominal pain and borborygmus, frequent fetid stool with indigestible food in it, feeling of release after defecating, oppression and fullness at the gastric or abdominal areas, acidic regurgitation, eructation with fetid odor, poor appetite, a thick turbid tongue coating or a thick greasy coating of the tongue, as well as a rolling pulse. For this cause, we need to regulate the stagnated qi and promote the digestion function of the spleen and the stomach. And the remedies that can help us achieve this are citrus and chronicdiseasetreatment formula, which is a viral formula for children or adults with various digestive disorders, and works especially well for the food stagnation type with poor appetite. Then we have Saussure cardamom combination, which is a perfect formula to treat indigestion due to a spleen and stomach deficiency. And the ginseng and hawthorn formula that treats diarrhea caused by the spleen deficiency and indigestion. Yet another possible cause of permanent diarrhea is excessive liver toxicity. The symptoms here are that you're always emotionally unstable, you have of course diarrhea and abdominal pain that occurs especially when you have strong emotions such as depression, anger, nervousness. Eructation also is a common symptom, poor or no appetite, a light red tongue, as well as a wiry pulse. As a treatment, we want to sedate and harmonize the liver as well as tonify the spleen, and we can achieve this with natural remedies such as the Tang Kui and Bupirem formula, which sedates the liver and simultaneously harmonizes the liver with the spleen and the stomach. It is applied to emotional instability as well, menstrual irregularity, leukorrhea, chronic endometritis, and chronic hepatitis. If your chronic diarrhea stems from deficiencies of the spleen and stomach, the symptoms are loose or watery stool with the indigestible body in it. Diarrhea gets worse after you eat fatty or oily food. You also have poor appetite, feel this feeling of fullness, the gastric and abdominal areas, a sallowish, dull complexion, fatigue, a pale tongue, a white coating of the tongue, as well as a thready and weak pulse. As a treatment, we want to promote and boost the spleen and the stomach functions and tonify these organs. And the remedies that can help us achieve this are the ginseng and atractylite formula that is used very often for diarrhea caused by spleen deficiency. It is also often applied to chronic gastroenteritis, gastroptosis, and infantile diarrhea. Then we have the ginseng and astragalus combination that treats chronic diarrhea with symptoms of the qi dropping, such as shortness of breath, lazy speech, spontaneous sweating, prolapse of the rectum or uterine, or hemorrhoids. We also have the Saussure cardamom combination again that treats diarrhea with spleen deficiency and food stagnation, and the ginseng and hawthorn formula that promotes the function of the spleen and the stomach and also helps your digestion. It is suitable as well for indigestion, nausea, colitis, and of course chronic diarrhea. Last but certainly not least, your chronic diarrhea can be caused by a kidney yang deficiency. Symptoms here: abdominal pain, borborygmus, diarrhea once or several times each morning at dawn, and after you release the loose stool, your abdominal pain goes away. Other signs are cold limbs and cold body, sore and weak sensation in your lumbar regions, pale tongue, a white coating of the tongue, as well as a deep and thready pulse. To rectify this situation, we want to tonify the kidney and the spleen and stop the diarrhea using astringent herbs. The natural remedies that can help us achieve that are the Xinjiang formula that warms the kidneys and the spleen and has antidiuretic functions. It contains the following ingredients: nutmeg seeds, psoralea semen, Schisandra fructus, and Evodia fructus. Then we also have the so-called Mumi formula. This has a warming function as well as an astringent role. So therefore it is very suitable for chronic diarrhea due to this yang deficiency at the lower burners. But also for the heat at the middle burner, so the stomach. Additionally, it is used for recurrent abdominal pain, gastric pain, jaundice, and vomiting caused by ascaris. And we also have the so-called vitality combination at our disposal that warms the kidney yang and has the diuretic function to treat chronic diarrhea due to a kidney yang deficiency. So this list that I've shown you here of natural remedies and causes is by no means exhaustive, of course. We could sit here for hours and hours and discuss more and more causes, but those are some very common ones and some natural remedies that are proven to help with your chronic diarrhea. As you can already see from this presentation, and as I've mentioned at the beginning, if you suffer from chronic diarrhea, you first need a proper diagnosis. So please contact us at christine.doctor, link in the description box below, and we will evaluate you remotely or your other trusted health practitioner and get a proper diagnosis first. With all that being said, I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation. If you did so, please support us directly by becoming a Patreon from as little as $5 per month. Link is also in the description box below. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and comment to help this channel grow and spread the truth. And also check out some of the most powerful holistic health tools available on the market today at vibrantbody.net. Link is also in the description box below. And until next time, stay healthy.